If you're planning to work on a cruise ship, you need to understand this because once you step on board, it's not just a job, it's a completely different environment with its own language. And if you don't understand these terms, you won't just get confused, you'll struggle to keep up. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tintin. Today, I'm going to walk you through the most important cruise ship terms that every new crew member should know. And I won't just define them, I'll explain how they're actually used in real life on board. Let's start with direction because this is where most beginners get confused. Port. This refers to the left side of the ship, but it's always based on facing forward, not your personal position. So no matter where you stand, port stays consistent. Starboard. This is the right side of the ship. Again, based on facing forwards. These terms are used instead of left and right to avoid confusion, especially during operation. Forward. This means the front section of the ship where the ship is heading. Aft. This refers to the back end of the ship. On my first week, someone told me to go to the port side. I froze for a second because I thought they meant for the port outside the ship. That's when I realized you really have to learn their language fast. Now, let's talk about locations. Because on board, people won't say go upstairs or go to the kitchen. Example, deck. This is how floors are identified on board. Instead of saying first floor or second floor, everything is referred to by deck numbers. Example, deck 11 or deck 2. Next, cabin. This is your assigned living space. Even it's small, this becomes your home during your entire contract. Galley. This is the ship's kitchen where all food preparations happen. It's usually very busy and strictly organized. Crew mess. This is where crew members eat their meals. Think of it as your cafeteria on board. Bridge. This is the control center of the ship, where the captain and officers navigate and operate everything. Tip: the layout of a ship is very different from buildings on land. You will get lost at first, and that's completely normal. Food operations are a big part of cruise life, so these are important. MDR, main dining room. This is the main restaurant on board where guests dine, and it's usually included in their cruise package. It operates on a schedule and serves a large number of guests. Specialty dining. These are premium restaurants on board that guests pay extra for. They usually offer more exclusive menus or team dining experiences. Story. At first, I thought all restaurants were the same, but I quickly learned that guests choose between included dining and paid experiences. Understanding roles is important for communication and respect. Crew. This includes all employees working on board, regardless of department. Staff. These are usually employees who interact directly with guests like entertainment or guest services. Officer. These are higher ranking personnel responsible for operation, safety, and management. Captain. The highest authority on board, responsible for the entire ship, crew, and passengers. Cruise ship follows a strong hierarchy, and respecting that structure is very important. These terms describe your routine on board. Sign on. The day you officially join the ship and begin your contract. Sign off. the day you complete your contract and leave the ship. Gangway, the controlled entry and exit point of the ship. All crew and guests pass through here when going on or off. Master drill, a mandatory safety training where crew practice emergency procedures. This is taken very seriously on board. Shore leave, your free time when you're allowed to go ashore and explore ports. During my first master drill, I realized how serious safety is on board. It's not optional, and everyone is expected to know their role. Embarkation day. This is when guests board the ship at the start of the cruise. It's one of the busiest days for crew because everything needs to be ready. Cruise Compass. This is the daily schedule of activities on board. It includes shows, events, dining times, and announcements. Shore excursions. These are organized tours or activities that guests can join when the ship is docked at the port. The cruise compass helps you understand the flow of the day, especially when peak hours happen. Now, these are very important. Code Alpha indicates a medical emergency on board. Code Bravo refers to a fire or fire-related incident. Code Echo signals a potential security threat. Code Delta refers to damage or serious operational issue. These codes are used so crew can communicate quickly without causing panic among guests. Man overboard. This means someone has fallen into the sea. It is one of the most critical emergencies on board. When this is announced, all crew respond immediately according to protocol. Tender boat, a smaller boat used to transport guests and crew to shore when the ship cannot dock directly at the port. My first tender boat experience was challenging. The movement can be strong depending on the sea condition. All aboard, the final call for everyone to return to the ship before departure. Sea day, a day when the ship is sailing and not stopping at any port. Turnaround day, the day when one group of guests leaves and a new group boards the ship. This is typically one of the busiest and most demanding days. At first, all these terms may feel overwhelming, but once you start using them every day, they become second nature. If this helped you, don't forget to like, share, and follow the comment below. Which term can completely new to you. See you in the next video.